Baby, no listen to no fake news, them can't. Could do all it out and them never fake news. Notice I just be a bad bitch, I get forward from with you. But the one you have be good girl them. Yeah, she never did a pictures, I rate it. Never did a pictures, half naked. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a pictures, half naked. Never did a pictures, I rate it. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. I know every girl I wife material. I know every girl forget the juice in my seed bag. I know every girl me trust to cook my food, nor boil my tea, not even put the milk in the cereal. Me like a catty when medieval. When what you wash for cook for clean and no fuss. When she hear me get a new girl, I know that me mean when me say me fight me demons. Multiple wife legally, no illegal. Yeah, straight, me go crazy. I know every catty can be my first lady. I know every press plus body done pay for plus Tatiana no fit in a no Mercedes. When me say oh luxury dolly fi nurse baby, a trouble when luxury dolly turn old lady. So big up every girl when no lazy. Your body big but why your mommy donate it. I rate it. Never did a pictures half naked. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a pictures half naked. Never did a pictures I rate it. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She now wait pan money for reach her and donation. She make reach her man donation. 100 and run, but he waste gal a tell her fi leave her man, but she stay strong. She know say them are no friends, them are haters. Them sleep with every man in a the acre. Can't get nobody fi stay long and want the advice for relation. Baby, no listen to no fake news. Them can't keep a man cause them never stay true. Could do all it out and them never pay dues. Never shut them out and them wicked and cruel, eh? Bag a man a rush but them just a get yours. Everything them have them did a fear blows. Instagram live them nude for the views. Baby that I know you though. Sure, I rate it. Never did a pictures half naked. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a pictures half naked. Never did a pictures I rate it. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. One wish.
Yeah. I want West in I place once more, yeah, easy. You wanna know where me come from? You wanna know where me come from? I believe it. You wanna know where me come from? I don't pan the Middle East, but y'all out the West one get the kid peace. Me take over to pretty Christine. A big broad smile and giggling teeth. Have a brand new 4-5 pretty crisp clean. Me deal with the chica press pretty pristine. Them say them bad but we no intrigue. If you this now your top 10 killing increase. I we no join both sides. I one west side the best you fi know why. You put a S on your chest when the chrome pint. Every bone a broke when left lone tribe. They could force right boy if you know your size. Don't see me on the street and a force fight. You get ratchet night.
Hey, Shalom, Israël, on est là, l'officier de 1000 ADA, comme vous voyez, je suis avec l'officier de 500. Aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce qu'on a pour vous? On commence exactement quelque chose de nouveau ici à Montréal. C'est quoi qu'on commence?
Un podcast, One West Ground Zero, One West point zéro.
Le point zéro, exactement, la base. Comprenez tout ce que vous allez voir. Et qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? C'est qu'on va vous amener des sujets et on va élaborer sur ces sujets et vous montrer exactement que dit la Bible concernant cela. Right? Alors, n'oubliez pas de liker, partager et commenter, bien sûr. Et si vous avez des questions, commentaires, n'hésitez pas. On essaie de pas trop parler fort parce qu'on est dans une bibliothèque, bien sûr.
We're fine.
Right, so alors.
Shalom,
Hey, shalom, comprenez? Alors, pour la première chose, qu'est-ce qu'on a aujourd'hui, officier Broguel?
Yeah, we got a clip right here. 1 second, je vais partager mon écran. Damn, the thing froze already.
He's still seeing what we're doing. He's been like, no, hell no, niggas.
Damn.
Yeah, like even my phone
to
again,
acknowledge that we are guilty
bro.
of the unceded territory of the Algonquin and the Shinabeg people. This land acknowledgement is a recognition of shared history as a nation, while continuing to deepen my own understanding. It is my great hope that in each of your communities and collectively as a country, a path is found toward truth and reconciliation in both word and deed.
Basically, the king is saying that land belongs to the natives.
Exactement, exactement. Renaissance, c'est le roi Charles, pas mon roi, pas notre roi, ça va, mais le roi exactement des Canadiens. Il dit quoi? Cette terre-là appartient aux autochtones. Ça, c'est de la bouche du roi qui veut dire ils savent exactement qu'est-ce qu'ils sont en train de faire. Ils savent exactement les atrocités ils savent les atrocités qu'ils ont commis contre les autochtones pour avoir cette terre. Cependant, la vérité de qu'est-ce qui arrive, c'est que cette terre-là appartient aux autochtones. Et voilà pourquoi on devrait en parler, on devrait se mettre avec ce peuple-là. Pourquoi? Parce que c'est leur terre. Nous sommes exactement chez eux.
Hey, we have Officer Madabar in the building. Shalom, Sir Yabashin Shabrak.
Shalom, Yabashin.
What's going on with y'all again?
Hey, the new podcast, Wrong West, Ground Zero. You already know what it is.
Right.
You know, if you want to chime in, of course, let us know what's going on. I don't want everything to wild down south.
Yeah, everything to wild.
Come on.
So what do you think about the king saying the land belongs to the natives? The king of England saying Canada belongs to the natives.
That's a real statement right there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like all this land really belonged to the natives before the oppressor came, took over, slaughtered, and destroying everything. You know.
Damn right. It's a lot, if I may, sir. I do have a precept, you know, that because it's fine to say it, you know, but really, what does it really mean? Yes, let me share this precept real quick.
It's a lot. I gotta agree, but the devil, at least some truth came out of the devil's mouth.
Yeah, but it's just like Putin saying, yeah, the people in the book are black. He never said they're Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. He just said people in the book of colored. He didn't exclude the Africans. You know, Psalm chapter 55 verse 21 says the word of his mouth were smoother than butter. You know, it's everything he says sounds good, but to what avail? The war was in his heart. I guarantee you, Adam, with that statement, there is a hidden agenda. There is something behind that statement. He's not honestly saying, well, you know what? The land belongs to the natives, as if nobody knew that. Putin said Trump can't say shit to him because of the history of America. Nobody can say shit to Putin because of the history of America, France, the British. Like, he's not enslaving another people. He's just taking back what's his. It's a Soviet reunion. So that's all I gotta say. Something's fishy with that statement. I can't believe the devil that's as honest as he make it sound. Salak.
Like he said, the land was it was for the natives. So they came with that word smoother than butter, because the war was in his heart. So we know who it was for, but we also know what they done. We also know how they oppressed us and destroyed us. How they took over the land. How they the wicked of the earth.
So like, can you bring that John 10 verse 10?
Sir.
And that's both of you, you know what I'm saying, true, you know what I'm saying, to what you said. Because the devil, you know what I'm saying, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, that this is the native land, but he will never give it back. Understand? You will never give it back. So you know what I'm saying, they have to fight for their land. You have to fight for, you know what I'm saying, what belongs to you when it comes to the devil. He will take, you know what I'm saying, your thing, knowing them well that's your thing. But you know what I'm saying, you still have to fight. And when you fight for your things, you'll say, well, you know what? You shouldn't fight for it. Forget about it, man. It's a long time, man. I took it a long time ago. You understand? So the devil can only be the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I have this verse for it. John chapter 10, verse 10.
I read John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill and to destroy.
This is how they got America, man. And you're saying, knowing that this land belongs to the native, they will never give the native back their land. Matter of fact, they're fighting the native right now up north in Canada, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to drive a pipeline into their land. They are arresting the native, you know what I'm saying, that are standing against that pipeline. So, you know what I'm saying, this is who the deceiver is according to the Bible, you know what I'm saying? The man that took, you know what I'm saying, this land, knowing them what it is a crime, it is atrocity, but still refuse to give back the land, still refuses, you know what I'm saying, to make it right to a man, you understand, for the wrong that he did. So like,
you know, so it's like obviously out here said, you know, like Christ said, listen, the thief, he's only coming to steal. Listen, if, you know, especially knowing the history of Canada, if he's really an honest devil, a lot of the riches that what is known today as the United Kingdom got is because they enslaved Blacks, Latinos, and Natives. So if you really truly feel sorry for it, you know, as Canada being a still a dominion of the crown, why not, you know, make sure you try to get the land back, or what do you call it, compensation. Listen, I want Salakia. With the dirty water on the reservation, we're 30 minutes away from from the closest res in Montreal, right? I spoke to a sister. There's a thing in Canada where they could get compensation if they drank the dirty water, right? She showed me there's a form to fill out. Now, first of all, you have you have a set time to fill out the form. So if you don't fill it by a certain time, you're not eligible no more. Then again, you only get compensated for like a check of about $100 that you can only get once. That's a compensation they give you in Canada if you were affected by the dirty water on the res. It's a lucky, sir.
That's the hell that we live in. You know, that's the hell under your oppressor.
What kind?
Like, you don't sign a form in a certain amount of time, then they ain't gonna help you. You gonna still have to drink this dirty water. Like that's wild. That's like something that's really wild. Like they love to see our people suffer.
Damn right. And even if you sign the form, go
ahead.
Now I say even if you sign the form, you could only get that $100 check once. It's not like they're removing the dirty water.
Like you gonna get clean water with $100. That ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna go buy some bottled waters. That's all.
And how oppressed our people are. You know, I don't want to throw shade on other people, but just see how oppressed are. We see our Galaxy brothers and sisters in the city. They live on the bridges. You give them some money, they're probably gonna buy a burger, and the rest they're gonna buy crack and a bottle of liquor or some beer. Okay. You know, so to what avail are you gonna give $100 to people that's so destroyed they don't even know what to do with the money? They can't invest it. They won't let them invest in it to fix themselves. Good night. They closed down a whole shelter. Chinatown, there was a homeless shelter inhabited by mostly Native Americans. They shut it down. The Chinese said, we don't want to see these people around us. And it's their land. The only reason there's a Chinatown in every major city in America and in Canada is because the natives were displaced. They were slaughtered. And they have the gall to say, well, we don't want to see these people around Chinatown, so we're going to close down the homeless shelter that they frequent. That's what looks like Deuteronomy 28, you know, the stranger shall be said high on us, and we shall be said low. So like I'm paraphrasing, you cannot make this up that you cannot convince me that we're not the real biblical Jews of antiquity, regardless of whatever culture we adopted over the time. Salakia.
Right. Like that just goes to show how wicked your oppressor is. He want to give you a crumb, you know. That's what it say, a gift destroyed the heart. Like that $100, a lot of our people gonna be like, yeah, we got $100. But what?
Right.
What you gonna do when that $100 gone? You can't go back and fill out another form and get another $100.
You can't.
Still
right. You got it once. That's it.
And so, like, if I may, also, like what you said is powerful, because those natives, they don't have nothing, you know, saying, like to invest. Like the only thing that they're gonna do with that money is go buy alcohol, drug, you know, to destroy their life. And this is what they're putting also in the reserve, allowing drugs to flow in the reserve, allowing pills to understand, fentanyl to go in the reserve. This is what they're gonna do with that money. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna invest it like, you know what I'm saying, even bottle of water, they're not gonna buy bottle of water, they're gonna buy drugs with it.
Right.
They
That's not
they
just
won't
water.
even. Like I said,
No, go ahead.
no, like I want to cut you off. They said they won't even allow our native brothers and sisters to go to rehab centers. They don't allow that. Like they'll fight to allow all white people to come and get clean from fentanyl and heroin. When it comes to natives, they reject them from having the services to clean themselves up, for them to not be on drugs no more. Like, again, this empire is only running because we're destroyed. They're only able, the fuel of this well-oiled machine is our blood, sweat, and tears and our oppression. Salakia.
Right. That's what keep America, Canada, everywhere we trapped it, that's what keep them going, our people.
Okay.
They get rich off of everything we do. Like, they get style from us, they stole everything from us. And they people try to emulate everything we do. But they still can't do it like we do. That's why they still need us to get rich with the NBA, the NFL, every goddamn thing. Soccer, everything. They use our people to keep those riches going, to keep their empires built up. And like he said, it was the land is for the natives, but he ain't never say he gonna get back that land.
Correct.
He ain't say he gonna step down. I'm gonna step down and turn this land over to the rightful owners. He ain't do none of that. Because he loved his power. He loved his riches. You got it.
So, like, before we bring the next clip, if I'm not mistaken, England still were getting reparations from slavery until 2018. That's it. You can't make this up. They're still getting reparations from slavery up to like what? And near 7 years ago. They were still getting paid, getting compensated for the loss of labor after slavery was abolished. It's like hell versus goddamn devil. I don't know.
And if I may add, also, like, not to forget that Canada gives over hundreds of millions of dollars yearly to the land of Israel, to the Amalekite in Israel. Meanwhile, knowing damn well that, Canada belongs to the native and the type of atrocities they did to them, those millions should go to, the native community. Understand?
Yeah, we got the next clip queued up.
Okay. We're gonna drop, into another topic. We're gonna drop this one. On va aller dans un autre sujet. On va vous montrer exactement quelque chose. This is the culture of so-called black, not Salakia. This is the culture of, of the oppressor. You understand? As you can see, it's right there, ready to roll. Let's go.
Like it's freezing.
And so what time we have?
2:30.
Okay, cool.
So lock it. 1 second.
Hi, how you doing?
Damn.
This is their culture, man. This is what they do. And you think that this is not in the Bible. Meanwhile, it is in the Bible. So when you understand the Bible. So when you're ready, go to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16, by the question. Understand?
That's madness.
Come on. And this is not something like, go ahead, I don't want to like it.
This goes to show you who Esau is. For all you Negroes talking about Esau ain't the so-called white man and woman and child, the scriptures tell you Esau couldn't even wait for the meat to get finished.
Come on, sir. That's where we're going next.
This is some disgusting, horrible. Who does that? Esau. You got it.
Guys, it is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Good night. I'm saying that, and we know that, like when Jacob was cooking know what I'm saying? Esau was so hungry, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get some. Jacob was like, nah, man, it's not ready yet, man. Like, I don't care. You understand? They give up his birthright, you know what I'm saying, for uncooked meat, man. And this is, you know what I'm saying, in the culture. However, we're going to show you something that where our people are far we have fallen as a people. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, you know what I'm saying, waking you up, knowing, you know what I'm saying, showing you your identity, your culture is necessary, because what happened is we came in slavery because we wanted to follow these other nations. We have laws, regulation, order, commandment, you understand, statutes in the Bible, you know, saying, to show us how to live our life for the better, you know, saying, how to live and how not to die, you know, saying, like, why would you want to die, you know, saying, before your age? You know how many worms that, you know, saying, uncooked meat has. You know how many disease, bacteria, you know, saying, is in the uncooked meat. You know, saying, that's not our culture. Our culture is to, you know, saying, cook it properly, you know, saying, and eat it. Meanwhile, you have Esau, you know, saying, doing this vile thing. But sadly, some of our people want to follow, you know, saying, like Esau. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I just want to bring up another precept. This Isaiah chapter 14, verse 16, it says that thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? We're gonna be in the kingdom, be like, damn, these people that Most High eradicated, is this really the people that enslaved us? People are dumb as hell. Again, eating fucking raw meat and shit. So like, no diddy. You understand? They eat meat, they make pork like it's a delicacy, and then they talk about, well, you could get ringworm. People are advertising cigarettes, like it's cool to smoke. Back in the days, like I've seen an old cigarette ad. This white woman gave a cigarette to a 13-year-old, smiling and shit. They were saying cigarettes is good for your health. On the pack it says cigarettes will kill you. And this is really the people that we decide to follow. This is the people that enslaved us. This is the people that have dominion, that shook kingdoms. Listen, the only reason they were able to take advantage of the natives is because of smallpox. They were not physically stronger than them. They used smallpox. They used chemical warfare to weaken our Galite brothers and sisters, and then they administered the lethal final blow. That's it. You know, it's not like these people are smart. Listen, these people were at war for 20 years in the desert against people that were robes, sandals, turbans, and barely have a functional AK-47. Yeah. They're probably shooting rocks out of that fucking AK. You understand? They have no military knowledge. For 20 years, you're at war with all the military might that you have, and you still lose the war in Afghanistan? Good fucking night. And we know how our oppressor doesn't play fair. He lost the war in Vietnam. You started dropping napalm on them. You know, listen, don't think, you know, what the Bible says, Isaiah 31, you only trust in Egypt because of the numbers. The numbers don't mean nothing. The numbers, they have the nuclear power. They couldn't win war in the desert against people who throw rocks at them.
Right.
I think they didn't drop no napalm. Well, I don't know if they did or not, but even if they did, I mean, they still lost the war. They're looking for the most wanted terrorist in the cave for how long? For how many years are we looking for Bin Laden? You understand? Good night. Listen, our oppressor isn't, all these nations are idiots. But our oppressor is the dumbest of the dumbest. Like there's dumb, there's dumber, and there's Esau. Salakia.
Right.
Like all they look for is riches. All they go to war for is riches and take over land and territory. That's it. Like you gotta be stupid if you think money gonna save you. Because when our kingdom come, we ain't gotta worry about no riches and money. We're gonna have all these other nations bowing down, serving us. Like Esau is a goddamn dumb dog. Like Esau is a filthy, nasty dog. They the beasts of the field. Like she was devouring that goddamn meat is how they devour us now. Because our people disobedient. You know what I'm saying? We want to fall up under them. We want to fall up under the goddamn animal eating on goddamn bloody ass meat.
It's Salakia ones. You see what you just said? He is the most subtle beast of the field. Like what people, you know, they just take a piece of raw meat. You see how she bit the chunk of steak? Like a true animal. Like you don't watch Animal Planet, you see how the dogs and the hyenas, they rip a piece of flesh of the animal, that of the prey they eat. That's exactly how she did it. She bit that motherfucker off, the laki. She ripped apart that piece of flesh like good night, like a true predator that they are. Salakia.
Her dumbass ain't even get no steak sauce. What is steak sauce? You ain't got no steak.
No salt,
No salt.
nothing.
That's what I was about to say. No salt, no pepper on it neither. Raw.
Right.
No salt, nothing.
He attacked that shit like a dog in the streets.
I can still hear the steaks saying moo and shit. Salakia.
Right. Like, that's just horrible, man. You go into the store and buy a goddamn raw steak and start chewing on it. What the hell is wrong? You're the beast. You done turned into a werewolf or something. That's where you get all, you a werewolf now. You a vampire. We know that shit. Y'all drain everybody. You know, suck their blood, all that for real. Don't be surprised she ain't go back. Can I get a cup of the blood? Give me some blood from that steak I just ate. Y'all are filthy ass beasts. Y'all some animals, man.
You know, concept. But Salakia, sorry if I may, like, sadly, you know, saying our people are following after Esau, you know, saying, just like we've always been following after these other nations. And this next clip, we're about to see a young brother, you know, saying, doing exactly like what Esau is doing. Like,
Salakia. 1 second. Salakia, bear with us 1 second.
it froze. It's freezing.
Yeah, it froze again.
Go brand and ribeye steak.
Right.
First time having goat brain.
Good brain.
Good night.
Wait.
Perfect.
Good night. No dude.
Man, sucking on this thing. Hey, yo, that is absolutely insane. Salakia.
That woman might have been his rib. I mean,
if not, he's trying to show off for her. I said, if not, he's trying to impress her somehow.
Right. You can't tell me we don't learn all the wickedness from the oppressor, man. He know that ain't in his nature. He probably saw that damn video. I'm gonna show you how to do it too. Like, this is the kind of wickedness we learn from the oppressor. This the kind of thing that we learn following the oppressor. Like, then you on TikTok. Come on, man. That's disgusting. That's why you almost bent over and vomit that shit up, because you know you ain't supposed to be doing it. Like, we gotta find out if he a real brother too. He might be ham or something, doing something like that.
Yeah, I was about to say this is. I wouldn't pass it a brother though, because listen, our people are really want to be like the oppressor in all ways possible. Look at MLK. MLK is a little horny angel. MLK is the reason the earth got flooded. You know, he decided to sleep with the daughters of men. He decided to sleep with the daughters of the white man, and the earth got flooded because of niggas like MLK. The earth will get flooded again. He said he ain't a nigga tonight. You know, listen, this man really I can't even describe that. Listen, that was gay as hell. He suck on the brain like good night. I ain't trying to get his clips like it. That was really
homosexual
really
activities.
Yeah. That was really rainbowish activities right there. This man just bent over and suck on that brain. I'm like, hey, yo, this is insane.
And when we do stuff like that, man, that gives the oppressor the same reason to say, look, they do it too. Because you following what they do. You know? Like, yeah, that don't make no sense. That's the first Negro, if he is, I saw to ever do that shit. Come on, man.
And so, like, if I may, I don't want, like, you know what I'm saying, like, a lot of people like that's outside the school in the world will look at that video as something disgusting. But that's the same feeling you should have when we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate Halloween, we celebrate, you know what I'm saying, like, these are the pagan holidays. It's the same feeling that you should have, you understand, when we follow something else outside of what we're supposed to follow, our real culture. You should feel the same way, you know what I'm saying, the same disgust that you feeling. You should feel the same way when a young brother, you know what I'm saying, is on dope and, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs to their own people. You should feel the same way when we living a life of sin. So, like,
yeah, right.
And what it is? What the hell are they? What is it? Thanksgiving? Y'all in Canada? What they do there is in October, right?
I think it's a month before the U.S.
Ours is I think they do it in November. I'll be like, that's how you know it's garbage. Like, you just follow what the oppressor say. You got different days for your fake holidays. Like, it's just madness. Pagan days for this day, that day. You want to do everything that they do. Like, what is going on with our people, man? Y'all can't see y'all being destroyed all across the world. You know, wherever you at, these curses follow. Wherever you at, you still hate it. Wherever you at, you still, I want to love everybody when ain't nobody love your ass. Like, that's just crazy, man. You want to love everybody except your own goddamn people.
You know what's crazy with Thanksgiving in Canada? It falls on the same day as Columbus Day.
God damn.
The white man is lucky. You know, out of all days, like, it falls on the same day as Columbus Day. Good night.
You're gonna celebrate your president, no matter what.
And that's the crazy part when you say, well, we do it for the kids. Who told you to do it for the kids? Who told you to even acknowledge that day? Whatever we do, you know, you just fall after oppressor. This nigga's out here eating goat brain,
living the liver king life.
Yeah, that devil liver king eating. This man is eating raw testicles. Damn, you know, they say it's good. You get all the. I bet you get all the protein. Good night. Hey, that's the wrong.
He done ate all that goddamn goat brain and ain't got no sense. Like, come on, man. They ain't help your brain. You ain't learned nothing from that. You at home throwing up the next day, or after he got out of that car. I'm pretty sure you went throwing up, or he woke up with some stomach pains or some kind of food poisoning or something. Like,
hey, Lord be with that
that's
brother.
Not meant for us to do.
Even there's a brother, I think he died a month after eating pork.
God dang.
No. He didn't eat the pork. He got an organ transplant. He got a pork heart or a pork kidney or something like that. He died a month later of complications because of the pork transplant. Like, you don't even have to eat it. It's an unclean animal. You shouldn't even have it in you. Even though they say, well, the pork's organs are the closest to a human. That's why they're the best for organ transplant. Who told you that? What the Bible says, the fools think they're wise, or you know, people go by the knowledge of the world. Listen, knowledge of the world will tell you, the raw meat is good for you. You get all the protein. It's like our ancestors. You see, and that's the crazy part, because they always relate to their ancestors. We were not cave people. They were. Maybe it's good for them. It's not for us. They were the cave people. So according to their ancestors, that's how they've been living for centuries and millenniums. Maybe yes, because that's their true nature.
Right.
It's unusual for them to even wash chicken. It's unusual for them to season food. You know,
you can imagine what they doing in the woods. Shit,
Oh,
When they
ICV.
walk across the deer, you know, shit, they ain't bring that shit on. They just jumping on it, biting it.
They do. I see hunting videos. This devil has a whole YouTube channel. He goes hunting. Listen, every animal he kills, he has to eat it. Eat a raw piece of it. It doesn't matter if it's lawful or not. When I say lawful, I'm talking about lawful to us.
Yeah,
Because he be shooting bears. He's shooting black bears. They're eating the black bear. I'm like, damn, they eat bear. I know they eat rabbit and ducks, which is unlawful, but damn, they shoot and kill the bear and eat the bear.
Okay. Now we know what happened to Yogi. We know what happened to Yogi the bear.
Listen, you're looking for Yogi. Yogi, they canceled the show. You know what happened to Yogi? You understand? I'm like, good night.
And Smokey the Bear. You know what happened to Smokey the Bear? That's why the commercial got cut. Remember the Smokey the Bear commercial when we were growing up?
He got shot and killed. And you know what's the funny part? They shooting and killed the black and the brown bears. They're not out here killing the polar bears. Black. They don't be killing polar bears. The polar bear is an apex animal, is an apex predator. It doesn't have no predator. Our oppressor is the apex predator. The polar bear will kill a brown bear, just like the white man will kill a brown man.
If you look at it now, we know why all the animals extinct, and we never saw what they did with the bodies, so we know what they did now. They eat that shit.
That's right. They do. It's like the Africans. Like they want to complain about, well, you know, the gorillas are going extinct and the elephants and things like that. Yeah, but you know, who's making them extinct? Like there's an animal called the Tasmanian tiger. You will never be able to see that. It's been extinct since what? The 1960s or 1930s? You can't see, you're gonna have kids, you're gonna have to explain to them why there's no more black rhinoceros. There's no more black rhino. I remember the year the last black rhino died. I was like, oh, press is really a goddamn devil. And you see how people say, well, the Bible is fake because it's talking about lions in Asia and bears and whatever. Isn't the reason there's no more bears in what is known today as the Middle East or part of our land is because our oppressor is a devil. Don't ask yourself, oh, it can't be real. Because there's no bears in the Middle East. There's no bears in the state of Israel. There's no bears in Palestine and Lebanon. There's no bears over there because our oppressor killed them all.
Right.
That's it. It's a lock.
Right. I remember growing up in what it was middle school when they was talking about the last woolly mammoth. Now we know what happened to them, why they went extinct. Because they ate the motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Fur
and everything.
So like if I may, like you know what I'm saying, like even like you know what I'm saying in Haiti, we had like what we know like you know what I'm saying Haitian pig, you know what I'm saying? Like in the land, like that really originated in Haiti. So the white man, you know what I'm saying, imported those pigs that you see today and you know what I'm saying, slaughtered, you know what I'm saying, they came with the army over there and started slaughtering all the pigs, you know what I'm saying, that was indigenous to the island of Haiti. You know what I'm saying? So they could eat, you know what I'm saying, the pig that's imported, you know what I'm saying, from the US.
Right.
No, that's a devil out of one. You know, even in Martinique, there's endemic species that are disappearing, right? Because our oppressor he's just fucking up the earth. Listen, what does it say? It's like I need to bring that precept up. This is somewhere in Job. It said, "Ask the earth, it shall tell you." Ask the animals. Everybody knows who the devil is. The earth knows. Was in Job. Somewhere in Job, it says, "Ask the earth." I'm just paraphrasing a bit. The point is, the earth knows who the devil is. He messes up the ozone layer, the waterways. The reason why we don't have clean water is because he made shrimp. He made the water filters a delicacy, shrimp, oysters, and people die off of that. People die off of food poisoning, eating all types of seafood. They say they're like the tingling sensation when they eat oysters. That's the filth that they filter from the water. That's that tingling sensation. It's all the dirt that they filter in the water. It's, you know, put some lemon, some salt, some pepper, whatever you want to put on it to get rid of the taste. You're tasting the filth, the dirt. You're tasting the feces.
Basically fecal matter.
Yeah, you're tasting the fecal matter of the fish and whatever is in the water, the frogs. You know, the waters are nasty because y'all removing the water filters. Like God,
just like all the crawfish. You know, they eat the crawfish, they suck on the goddamn head. You sucking all the brain and all that shit, the eyeballs out. Like you sucking
That's
on
crazy.
crawfish heads. As long as
They
you got a
complain
little
about
seasoning to it.
pollution. The reason it's pollution is because you polluted the earth. The fishing industry in Martinique and Guadeloupe is messed up because they poisoned us with a carcinogenic pesticide that's probably not going to go away for the next 200 years. You know, it's the waterways are poisoned, the riverways, the water around the islands. You can't even, they crippled the fishing industry and they didn't want to talk about, well, lace yourself by your bootstrap, pick yourself by your bootstrap, or whatever the case is. You know, if we were able to make it out of the dark ages, you can make it too.
Right.
Y'all had a head start. After slavery, I keep saying that shit. After slavery, they had the audacity to not even pay us for labor. They forgot about it. They hired indentured servants as opposed to just paying us. I'm not saying it would have made it right because we still built the empire and you also got compensated. But you wouldn't even still not pay us. You hired indentured servants so we could keep being oppressed under other heathens. You understand? All the animals know who the devil is. You see all these videos in the woods, the animals are turning against them. The bears are chasing them, the deer, the crocodile, they're feeding lions in cages. The lion don't give a damn about the steak. He's trying to grab you. He knows he's enslaved. He knows he's in captivity. He's like, listen, the moment I catch you, oh, it's a wrap. I'm gonna do you dirty, the dirtiest I can, because I know anyways I'm not getting freed. I'm probably gonna die in this cage. So I'm gonna make the most of it. The moment I lay one claw on you, trust me, you're leaving with 5 less fingers. And Lord allow, the lion, I guarantee, the lion is praying, Lord allow, you're leaving without a breath in your lungs. Salakia.
That's why they get unalive when they go to the goddamn zoo.
Damn right.
You're gonna go out there thinking you gonna pet the tiger, a lion, and that thing waiting to destroy you. As much as you've been in that beating that lion, tiger to get them to learn tricks for the circus and everything, waiting to catch you. Like the animals know who the wicked is, like you said.
And there's a video that's trending also, like I said, I don't know if you have seen it. There's a video of those police guard, in front of the King Castle in England. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got the horse.
The horses, you know what I'm saying? And every time it's a oppressor that's in front of the horse start biting the hell out of the oppressor. But once it's a native Indian or a black person, the horse becomes docile, you understand, like almost like, you know, feeling compassion or feeling the same type of misery that, you understand, that we feeling. You understand? It's a powerful video because the horse knows exactly, you understand, that the oppressor is the devil. It's a lot.
Right.
Yeah. God said he sees servants on the horses. You know, the horse knows that, you're not supposed, listen, you're not supposed to be pulling the reins. The horse knows that. Zalag is there.
And I just want to say, the ones who dumbed our people down, blame that on you goddamn Christian churches.
Damn right, sir.
Blame that on these false religions.
And this,
Go ahead.
So like I don't, and this proved the scripture when the scripture said, "Do not envy your oppressor." You know, so I'm paraphrasing. Do not envy your oppressor. Like we shouldn't envy what they do as a people. You know, saying we shouldn't envy like the institution, the culture, nothing whatsoever is from them. We should not envy it because ours is so glorious. What we have as a people, what our ancestors laid down. You know, saying what the foundation of our nation is so glorious. We shouldn't have to envy, you know, saying the oppressor and go as far as eating, you know, saying uncooked goat brain, you know, saying. So the scripture is right. Do not follow after your oppressor. Salaki.
Salaki. That's why I say blame that on you goddamn so-called black leaders. The Christian church. You know, they teach us how to follow and want to be like these other nations. When it's total destruction that comes with it. You got it.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna have a last video. We're gonna make it quick this today. So like for the lateness, we're supposed to start earlier. We'll make sure, you know, we start early next week. But you know, we have a last video for you, on un dernier vidéo pour toi. Alors, si vous avez des questions, commentaires, si vous avez des questions, commentaires, n'hésitez pas de le mettre sur le chat. If you have questions, comments, don't forget to, you know, put it in chat.
Make America great again. My comment is, do you do you accept that that could possibly be construed as a racist remark? And most people, a lot of people go, how could that be racist? Make America great again? I said, so just ask yourself from an African-American experience, when was it ever great in America for the African-American? When was it great? So if you're making it great again, it's not including them.
Hey, all I gotta say, he must have he must have a black friend somewhere.
He's been watching UPK.
He has a black friend. See, that's the type of white man that says, I can't be racist. I have black friends.
Oh.
If you make America great again, it's racist because my friends were slaves. The devil's. I don't care. I don't care how sincere he may sound. I gotta screw. That's what we have to do. You have to start profiling all these devils. You have to start scrutinizing all these devils. They're gonna say, "Well, I am racist." They're gonna put their fist in the air. Black Lives Matter. They're in Toronto with banners saying "White Lives Matter." Good night. I can't.
But you know,
make it more believable if he turned over all his goddamn money to the I.S.U.P.K.
That's it.
We
you know what that is, right?
Some goddamn boots. Then we probably might believe what he said.
So like I don't want the oppressor know that his kingdom is falling. So you trying to have a good place in slavery.
Trying to have some mercy. You know.
Like,
He's like, damn, I'm going in chains. Let me make sure, you know, he said, I'll make my election sure. I'll make sure at least I can sleep in the stable. Let me make sure at least I can sleep, at least I can share the pig pen.
I stood up for you guys.
It's like, I stood up for you. I said, let's not make America great again because it's racist. That's what I said.
He could be one of the top janitors, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. Like, let me make sure at least I'm a supervisor. Let me supervise the devil.
Supervisor.
Let me make sure I'm the tax master. That's what he wants to be.
Supervise the janitors.
Y'all know who that is, right? That's the white man from Breaking Bad that's cooking all the meth. Listen, give all your money that you made from Breaking Bad to the UPK, and then we might consider praying for you. Again, we might consider praying for you. You know, as far as me, I can't trust a devil. Listen, the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, said, we acknowledge that Haiti is in a state of sin because of the debt we put on them after slavery. We acknowledge that France poisoned Martinique and Guadeloupe willingly. We knew what we were doing. We might have to pay compensation to those who are eligible after being poisoned. See, even the wording is crazy. But then he turns around and he gave a medal to what's his name? I think it's François Ayot. For you who don't know Adewanyam, right? François Ayot, he's a direct descendant of slave master in Martinique. They're the richest family in Martinique. They make like 200 billions or millions of euros in profit every year. You know, they control the import and the export. So best believe they have their hand in the cocaine exportation that goes to France from Martinique. They control everything. So now, I can't trust the devil. On one hand, you say, yes, we're guilty, you have to pay reparations. On the other hand, you give a medal to the richest family in Martinique, who is a direct descendant of the slave master, saying, well, he's a good individual. He deserves that medal. Goddamn devil. It's a lot here.
You look at it too, like just like Canada with all the French, you know, Louisiana history built off the French too.
Right.
Like, devil gonna be the devil wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they gonna always look to destroy and oppress us, man. And you can't believe nothing that they say. Words smoother than butter.
Kawakan, they even saying over here, let's make Canada great again. When was Canada ever great? What are you talking about? It's like y'all forgot about the whole history of slavery. And y'all was trying to sugarcoat it because the US is really in your face. Canada is not in your face like that. That's why these history classes that we teach is so important, because you would have never known. Listen, the French came over here and said, they make it seem like, you know, we had treaties with the natives and we were treating them good. That's what we learned in high school. Listen, the French specifically said the Mohawk people, the so-called indigenous people that are like 30 minutes away from us right now in Montreal in the res, the French said we need to eradicate them. Like the Mohawk is the one specific group of natives that we need to eradicate. They're a scourge to God. That's what they said. They said we need to eradicate them and we must absolutely enslave them. That's the French. Those were Christian Catholics. The biggest religious group is called the General Hospital, right? They were a hospital run by the nuns. They were the group with the religious group with the most slaves in Canada, right here in Montreal. We had the biggest slave market in Canada in Montreal. And it's like this is when Canada was great, when y'all were able to come over here and start building something, get some land, do the fur trade. The whole Hudson Bay chain of stores was built on the fur trade. But they're not telling you that, they were kidnapping natives. They were telling them, bring us some fur, and then they were enslaving them. That's Canadian history. Canadian history is no different than the U.S. Just like Madabar said, Louisiana was named after King Louis XIV. It was part of New France, which was damn near whole Canada. Until the British got over.
They still got a whole area out here called the French Quarters. They still got streets named after them every day. Like, they always talking about, let's forget about slavery. How we gonna forget about what y'all did us when y'all still got areas named after what y'all did after y'all people?
Lafayette, Louisiana. Listen, Lafayette is a French name. You understand? All these like, let's fix it. How do we fix it? Listen, the Jewish man said, let's fix it, and y'all still give him billions of dollars every day. Y'all gave him a land that they're not even indigenous to. You understand? The Palestinians are also getting reparations. Y'all people don't even speak about that, but Palestine is getting millions as well. Not because they're getting bombarded that they're not getting compensated. This is how we fix things.
Whenever y'all get a chance to come down, y'all gonna come out. You're gonna see the French Quarters, Bourbon Street, all this. You know what I'm saying? This is the most popular areas where they party 24/7. So who you think all this money going to?
Hey, so like a public service announcement. I just got my Canadian passport back. Listen, I'm Mr. International, the real original passport. Listen, the hell with the passport bros. I'm the passport Jew. You understand? I'm the passport Hebrew. I'm best believe you don't see me in Louisiana out of one. I'm gonna be all over the place in the French quarters, giving them the history that really you should not even be proud. Is it the New Orleans Saints, the American football team? Listen, that fleur-de-lis, a lot of people see it as a bad emblem. It belongs to us. They stole it from when they're getting out the dark ages and things. They stole it from us, and then they gave it a bad connotation where they used to brand us with that fleur-de-lis. Really, the fleur-de-lis is the lily. That's the Most High's favorite flower. That belongs to us. It doesn't belong to the oppressor. It doesn't belong to New Orleans. It doesn't belong to Louisiana. It belongs to God. Even in Quebec, we have that fleur-de-lis on the flag of Quebec. Really, it belongs to us.
And that's why their colors are black and gold. New Orleans Saints colors are black and gold because they know. We the gold. We the Most High gold and treasure.
It's so biblical. Listen, the saints have the fleur-de-lis, and the saints are the biblical Jews. Listen, if you're in a saint because you have a hail on your head, or you're not. What did it say? Listen, this says sage comme une image, t'es un saint. You're a saint because you're calm, composed. You're a saint because you're a Jew by blood. That's it.
And we shouldn't never trust the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And this is in the Bible, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, man. Do not trust the same people that that put you in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Don't go trust them. You know what I'm saying? Just like you read earlier, you know what I'm saying? The word is smoother than butter. You know what I'm saying? But war is in his heart. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they speak a good game. They speak a good game. They know that you're the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you know. They know you've been oppressed. You know what I'm saying? They know that this land belongs to you. But still, you understand, war is in his heart. You understand? War is what they're planning. You understand? If they could, they would eradicate every so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. But Barakata Yahweh wa Yahushai for the Most High, you understand, for his compassion and love, and for us to be a people still today, man. So like
they still try to do that today. It's a lot. Yeah. Here's a crazy part, right? Because we're about to end the show in like 2 minutes. This is a crazy part. I can't trust this devil. Listen, the devil will come out and say the I.S.U.P.K and the Kemetic John YAHANNA is the home of the truth. Yeah. And they will say it. You think they're still not gonna try and fucking kill you? They will. There's a day that's gonna come where they're gonna, like this devil say, no, the King of England said Canada belongs to the natives. The devil was I forgot this devil's name. The Breaking Bad devil said, well, making America great again is a racist thing to say. Because America was never great for so-called African Americans. He's trying to make his black friend happy. Or maybe he's honest. At the end of the day, as a whole, these devils, they will end up saying the I.S.U.P.K was right the whole time. Christ is black. These people are the real Jews. They're still going to try to kill you. This prophet, you can't stop a prophecy. It is bound to happen. And Christ will crack the sky with 200 million angels and slaughter these heathens. The Arabs know we're the real Jews. The second president of Egypt said it himself. You know, all these nations know we're the real Jews. When they're gonna come, even when they come, not even if, but when they come out and say it. You understand? Hey, Shalom, Emma. Good night. You're tuning in at the end of the show. But yeah, we'll be here every Saturday. Yes. But the point is, the devil is gonna come out and say the I.S.U.P.K was right the whole time. It's not gonna change anything. Yeah, you know. What must come to pass will come to pass. Right. Sir.
And when they say make America great, that just means apply more laws on us. They was happy when we was in chains, and keep applying that pressure. You know, keep unaliving us, treat us like goddamn slaves.
They say make lynching legal again. That's what I hear. It's a lot. That's what I'm hearing.
Bring back the chains.
Bring the chains back. That's when America was great. America was great when you were able to scalp Native American Indians and sell the scalp for what? $50. Good night.
And then they got to say they was $5 Indians. Oh, we could pay to be one of them and take their land and their property.
Yeah, right. But yeah, we're gonna close out the show. This is the first episode of the new podcast, I.S.P.K Montreal, 1 West Ground Zero. Right. We might have to explain to y'all why ground zero. Ground zero, look up the definition of ground zero. We're the point of impact and the original. This is where everything started. Yes, that's what we ground zero. Point zero. Ground zero in French. 1 West Ground Zero will be here every Saturday. You understand? We'll fix these technical issues. Y'all tune in, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. I.S.U.P.K Montreal, I.S.U.P.K Toronto. Yeah, this is the only. No, I don't want to say the only, because you have also Captain Ash. This is one of the only multilingual podcasts in the I.S.U.P.K in the nation, right? We'll bring you the truth about everything. You're going to get the 1 West breakdown, the perspective, the stance on every single thing, you know, from pop culture to world news to World War III. Make sure y'all tune in, y'all subscribe to the channel. Matter of fact, subscribe to every single I.S.U.P.K channel. You understand? Hey, shalom, community. Shalom. We're ending the show. We had the pleasure of having Officer 5000 Madabar from Louisiana with us today, as usual. You understand? But with that, we'll see you next week. Shalom.
Hey, shalom, Israel.
Check me out, dog. Roll the window up, man. Water. Ain't no better, dog, really. The son of a king. I don't Balenciaga. I might just wear Kyla. I might just wear the Pradas. But I'm thinking long term, so I might say the dollars. We ain't no better. I'm just being honest. I should've went to college, but I was thinking violence. It's a 1 West world. We the fucking livest. Break it down, we break ground. We don't break no damn promise. Let's get active, dog. Don't tell me how you feel about it. These cats saying too much. They ain't learn enough. You maxed out the first quarter. I'm still warming up. These niggas tossing up a brick. They can't score with us. Who gon' come against us? On the Lord with us. The niggas riding for you. Hope they ride till they crash. Put my name in your mouth. I put my belt to your ass. I ain't running no race. I just hope that I last. All them niggas you look up to, I consider them trash. Only time you seen that leader was in Wayne hand. Niggas will dap you, then pop you with the same hand. I'm a main player, I stick to the game plan. He don't really fuck with you, that's your main man. We them niggas came through and made your city hot. Yup, said he in the field, but he really not. And I ain't casting no stone, I just let him rock. And that's the kind of story they gon' read about. But if it's war, it ain't no tapping out. Grip still heat, spit like a dragon mouth.